A strong and independent woman is something to behold. She pays her own bills, buys her own things, and she doesn't let a man affect her stability or self-confidence. She is a soul-rich woman. Are you ready to be rich doing what you love? Be on purpose and in control of your life again. At For Women Who Love the F Word podcast, we will be openly talking about getting more clients online, getting recognition as the leader and female entrepreneur, and also the F word, being fabulous, having freedom, and financial independence. It's time to own and love the F word. Welcome to the show. Today we really have a special guest with us. Her name is Charis. Charis, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my day job is building websites. When I'm not building websites, I am organizing a conference for people who build websites.
Mm-hmm. And earlier on, we chat about how you bootstrap your way to Hong Kong.
Kinda, yeah. So I moved here together with my husband, without a job, without a visa, and we started.
You are amazing.
The first year is not easy, and it's a lot of work to just get everything just done.
Okay, Tell me a little bit more about the conference that you have just organized.
Yeah. So earlier on, I used to organize a conference in Amsterdam, and when I came here, I wanted to do the same. But it takes you like a few years to kind of find out how a local community works. And I looked around and I organized a few meetups, and then I decided I'm just going to do it. And I started a little less than a year ago, and my conference was a month ago or so. And it went really well.
And how many people were there?
Around 160.
And who were the participating partners?
We had, as a sponsor, we had Microsoft, we had Mozilla, we had Fastly, IPG Pay. Quite a lot of good sponsors.
So tell us a little bit more on how you get started, Charis, because I know that you came to Hong Kong with nothing, no network, nobody, and you're like, bam, making it happen.
Yeah, I think the main thing is you need to meet a lot of people. I went to a lot of meetups, got in contact with a lot of people. I used a bit of my network, which I built up earlier in Amsterdam. And you just tell a lot of people about your idea. And you tell them that you have really big plans, and you kind of hope they want to join you on that.
So what got you started?
I just really, really wanted it. And I think then you just start. I just really want to make this happen. I was kind of building websites is really cool, but it doesn't satisfy me as much as running an event. So you just start. You do research, and then you just start.
I want to get that part out of you. So you just said just start, right? Regardless, whether you have a venue. Just now we were saying. So share with us more.
I think
tell us your journey, that part.
So I started with getting my venue, and that was like a really big struggle. Because I didn't have a network, like a good network to find an event. So you just make like a lot of hours, and when you have your event, you're getting like your whole visual style together. When you have your whole visual style, you just start to invite people, and slowly, bit by bit, it's coming together. And then you're like awake for many nights because you're really afraid that you won't sell any tickets. And then so you do a lot of promo, and then tickets start selling. And it's kind of running.
Before the tickets even started running, selling, and promo started running, you had this fear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So dive deep. I want to hear about your fears that went on between the 2 years. Because I believe many female entrepreneurs like yourself, we go through all these struggles. Yeah. So say it.
I think the best way to kind of reduce my fear is just kind of to work on it. Because when you're busy trying to sell those tickets, you're not really afraid you won't sell them. So I was just making a lot of hours to make sure that I sold them. And
what were the ways you reach out to people and sold them?
Talk to a lot of people. I think still, at least Hong Kong is still really offline. So I talked to a lot of people, told them it was going to be really good. Kind of like in the end, I just told people it's going to be really good. Just buy a ticket.
Share a little bit about your fears. The concerns, the noise that was in your head. What was it?
Yeah, I wasn't really afraid to fail. I was more afraid that I wouldn't sell enough tickets then, or it would cost me a lot of money, or for some reason I would not be able to make it happen. I was not really afraid to disappoint people. It was more like I just really wanted to make it happen.
Were you alone, or do you have like a support?
I organized it on my own. I did have a lot of people around me who know a lot about events and who could give me a lot of advice. And I think also when you do something like that, just ask people to help you, because it might just in the beginning you might not want to do that, but I think you really should, because people love to help. And as soon as you start to reach out to people and you ask them, okay, can you help me? People love to help, and it will make stuff so much better.
Okay, share a little bit about what do you mean by asking for help? Did you stop yourself from asking previously?
Yes. Yeah, because you think like, that's kind of weird. And you just walk up to people and you say, okay, I need to sell tickets. Can you help me with it? Or do you have a network? Can you help me with it? Or I don't know how to do this. Do you have experience with it? And the thing is, people love to help, but you don't really realize that.
And how do you realize?
I think once people kind of start offering it to you, then you think like, I can just do it. Like there's a lot of stuff you can actually just do, but it doesn't feel like it, right? You're just like, you're way too shy to do that, and you shouldn't be.
So this is what we call a passion project.
Yeah.
So when you do a 9 to 5, I mean, whatever you're doing right now, and with your passion project, how do you manage time?
You don't.
I love the honesty.
It's just going terribly wrong. But then the good thing about a passion project, it's fine when you... The cool thing is, at least there was something that just kept me just busy and I didn't want to stop doing. And I had not done that for a really long time. And that was, at least, it's been like quite a while since I was so excited about something. And yeah, it does cost a lot of time. And it took me, like, the organizing, it was like a one-day conference. I think it took me like around 500 hours. And it was a non-profit conference. So I just didn't make any money. It just gave me like a lot of happiness, basically. And it helped me build my network. But yeah, no, it went totally out of hand.
Was your husband supportive?
Yes, very.
That's important, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So to you, I mean, now that you've built a certain level of influence in the web area, in your space, I would say, to you, what is a woman of influence?
In general, I just like to work together with nice people. So I find when somebody's nice, that's just something I really like in people. I kind of like it when women do stuff their own way, and when they're really bubbly and really, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what I kind of like in people. And I don't really care what type of stuff they do, but if they're really passionate about it and if they're really nice and they really want to help other people, I find that really inspiring.
So that is a woman of influence to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some of the common obstacles and challenges you face besides not having a network, but now that you've grown a network from where you were then to where you are now? How was the journey? I mean, like, obstacles and challenges.
I think always, like, starting is the most difficult part. And once it's running, it's going to be fine, right? Yeah. And is stuff really hard? I don't know. Maybe sometimes just a bit scary or so.
Do you do a lot of proposals and sleepless nights just to get to where you are now?
No, I like to sleep. I'm trying not to. I find it kind of like a waste to worry about stuff. So if I'm just really worried about stuff, I just rather just make like a list of put stuff down to see how I can. I like to rather just work on it than worry. Yeah.
So you have no background in events.
No.
And you organized one in Amsterdam.
Yes.
And then now one in Hong Kong.
Yeah,
so
and-
congratulations.
Thank you.
And moving forward, next year is going to be even bigger.
Yes, and better.
And-
Even better.
Tell us that process where you had to shift your mindset from, your work to
Yeah.
organizing those conferences.
Yeah, in Amsterdam, I kind of got pulled into the organization that was organizing events. And the first year, you just don't know what you're doing. You just don't know. And like to everybody I kind of talk who's doing events, everybody says, I have no idea what I'm doing because you just don't know. And after 2 or 3 years, you kind of see certain patterns. And that's what I learned. And I also knew that when I did the last event in Amsterdam, I knew the next step would be running my own events. I just paid really good attention, and you're just making notes in your head, and then you just kind of run it your way.
As a female entrepreneur yourself,
Yeah.
what advice would you give fellow female entrepreneurs in my community?
That's a really good one. Well, I think first of all, just start. Don't be afraid that you're not able to do it because everybody just started at zero. And the thing is also most of the time, the first stuff you will do won't be that good, but that's fine because then you just do another round and you do another round and just try to get involved and somehow learn a lot and then just kind of step out and do it on your own. And also like when you start, nobody knows what they're doing.
Would you agree that you were a perfectionist before?
Yeah. Right?
So you learned to take it easy, am I right to say that?
No.
You didn't learn to take it easier?
No, I still don't take it easy. No, I don't. No, because you just want to make stuff good, right? So you just spend like a lot of time on it.
And make things happen.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think you want to introduce a little bit more about your conference and get people who are in the same space as you to join you.
Yeah. I have a website, Webconf.asia. You can subscribe to the newsletter. I'm also on Facebook. I'm also on Twitter and on Instagram. So follow me somewhere and you'll get updates.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us today with Charis, and she's super awesome lady. For more of the show notes, do catch it on Facebook as well as soulrichwoman.com. My name is Janisha Laura, signing off. Bye. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so honored that we are connected, and I hope that I can continue to serve you as you build your dreams. And if you love this episode, and I hope that you did, rate it 5 stars. Give us that glowing review because it will help more women around the world finding the Soul Rich Woman podcast. Alone you are strong, together we are unstoppable. Now share this with every woman who needs it because this is how we are changing the world, one woman at a time. As always, get out of your comfort zone and go towards the dreams you've always wanted to achieve. For women who love the F word, being fabulous, having freedom, and financial independence. My dear soul-rich woman, sending you my love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.